Hey guys, it's Marquez, and this is a different sort of type of video. It's actually my recollection, as you can see above, of the events of September 11th, 2001, 10 years ago. And I've seen a lot of videos already of adults that have given their perspectives, so this is just me sharing my perspective. I'm a 17-year-old, so I'm a freshman in college, and 10 years ago on this day I was 7 years old, and I was in 4th grade. And I can tell you, I remember a lot about the day after September 11th. I'll tell you that in a second, but I remember on the day of September 11th, I was in that 4th grade classroom, and if you remember where you were, I guess I'll leave comments open. I don't know if it'll stay at that way, but I'll leave comments open. I was in that classroom, and actually, well, first of all, the TV was off. You know, we didn't have cell phones, believe it or not. That was normal not to have a cell phone, and one by one, kids started getting called out of class and to go home. So the teacher didn't know what was going on. None of the kids understood why, but one by one, the phone would ring, the teacher would walk over, pick up the phone, and hear the kid's name to go to the office. The kid would pack up his stuff and go to the office and would not come back. And it was weird that like 3 or 4 kids in a row started leaving, but then suddenly, 1 minute later the phone would ring, 3 minutes later the phone would ring, and the class just basically emptied out. I didn't know if the rest of the school was like that, but it basically cleared the classroom, and I was actually the last kid to be picked up in that 4th grade classroom of about 22 kids. So, yeah, that's what I remember of that day. Then going home, actually getting picked up, going home, seeing parts of it on TV. I don't think I watched that much TV that day, but I did remember seeing parts of headlines that a plane had hit one of the World Trade Center towers. But believe it or not, that actually happened earlier in the year. I think it was a small plane that hit the Empire State Building, but as far as I knew, that could have been just a simple accident, obviously a huge accident, but that was my recollection of the day of. But the day after was definitely memorable for me, going into class and everyone knowing what had happened the day before. And it was on everyone's mind, everyone's words. Everyone was talking about what they heard about it, what they saw from it, who they knew, what they remembered. Everything about it was the talk of the school. Even the teachers were talking to the kids about it. And I feel like every plane that flew over, like that day, we live, very close to New York City, actually. And every plane was like a moment of silence from that one day. I remember that. It was kind of weird. But, it was, no one wanted to talk about that, but it was always on your mind when a plane flew over. But either way, I'm now going to school in a city very close to New York City, and I have a front row seat of the Freedom Tower being built as its construction progresses. So it's really cool to see that go up and not have any problems with it. So I like that that's happening, and I think it looks really awesome. 1,776 feet tall. Very cool. So, of course, my heart goes out to all those who lost someone on September 11th, or anyone who was affected at all by the events of that day. I know it might not mean much coming from a 17-year-old, but I at least have to let you guys know that. So that's basically it for my thoughts on that. I really hope the Freedom Tower ends nicely. I like the way it looks so far. And I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next tech video. Talk to you later. Peace.